You're welcome to the Aautv Midweek News, and we're coming to you live from the headquarters of the Association of African Universities here in Accra, Ghana. And to our top stories for today. In higher education, Malawi University of Science and Technology launches AI-powered system to boost smart farming. In health, DR Congo receives 16,000 Ebola vaccine doses. In our business story, Naira strengthens as dollar rates remain stable. In international, U.S. court reverses immigrant visa suspension affecting Ghana. Please stay with us for more news on the Aautv Midweek News. My name is Jemima Deladem Dotsey. Welcome back from the break, and now to the news in detail. Kenya is preparing to introduce a universal higher education funding model for students admitted to public universities and colleges from September 2026. President William Ruto has urged Parliament to urgently amend the Higher Education Loans Board Act to allow the new system take effect. Speaking at the State House in Nairobi on Tuesday, Ruto said the model would guarantee financial support for every qualified student, regardless of family income. He also says at the same time that parents would have the option to contribute towards tuition if they wish.
The proposed system will replace Kenya's current variable scholarship and loan funding model, which allocates government support according to students' financial circumstances. President Ruto said the existing approach had not achieved its intended objective of ensuring equitable access to higher education, with universities also facing funding challenges. He said the government had therefore decided to move towards universal funding, and that whichever student who qualifies for admission and is placed in a public university or college would receive financial support. The president said the change was particularly important for students seeking admission to expensive programs such as medicine, where household contribute.
Also, the Malawi University of Science and Technology has launched an artificial intelligence-powered fertigation system to automate irrigation and fertilizer application using real-time crop data. The project being implemented at the university's main campus in Hilo under the TagDev 2.0 program aims to improve production of high-value crops, reduce water and nutrient waste, and help farmers adapt to climate change through precision agriculture.
The system combines artificial intelligence, precision irrigation, and automated fertilizer management to ensure crops receive the right amount of water and nutrients at the right time. Implementation has already begun at MUST, where a greenhouse is being prepared for the cultivation of tomatoes, bell peppers, and cucumbers. The project is led by Dr. Jubulani Nyengeri, a senior lecturer in geoinformatics at the university. He stated that the technology is designed to make farming more efficient, productive, and climate resilient, while giving students in surrounding communities practical skills in AI-enabled agriculture. The system continuously analyzes crop growth and environmental data before automatically adjusting irrigation and nutrient levels. The initiative also includes a smart tree nursery, where AI-assisted technology will regulate watering and nutrient application to produce seedlings that could better withstand droughts, flood, and other extreme weather conditions. MUST says the facility will serve as a practical training and innovation hub for students, young people, farmers, and communities. Participants will receive hands-on training in AI-powered fertigation, precision irrigation, climate-smart farming, and sustainable nursery management. The university expects the project to improve access to quality planting materials, increase agricultural productivity, and contribute to food security and household incomes. The initiative forms part of MUST's participation in TagDev 2.0, which promotes the use of research and digital technologies to address Africa's agricultural challenges.
In health, the Democratic Republic of Congo has received more than 16,000 doses of the Ebola vaccine as it battles the deadliest outbreak in its history. The first shipment arrived in Kinshasa on Friday as part of the World Health Organization delivery of 70,000 doses. The vaccines are expected to support frontline workers and clinical research as authorities intensify efforts to contain the rapidly growing outbreak, despite the vaccine not being specifically approved for the Budimbuyo strain currently circulating in the country.
The latest shipment forms part of a broader WHO-supported response aimed at strengthening protection for health workers and expanding research into the current outbreak. Of the 70,000 doses allocated to the DRC, 50,000 will be used to protect frontline personnel, while 20,000 will support a clinical trial to assess the vaccine's effectiveness against the Budimbuyo strain. Although Ervebo is approved for the Zaire strain of Ebola, early evidence suggests it may provide some level of cross-protection. The outbreak has already claimed more than 2,500 lives from over 5,000 confirmed cases, making it the country's most severe Ebola crisis to date. UN officials have warned that infections are rising rapidly, particularly in northern and eastern regions where weak health systems, insecurity, and the presence of armed groups continue to complicate response efforts. Meanwhile, researchers are developing vaccines specifically designed for the Budimbuyo strain, including candidates from Moderna, the University of Oxford, and Singapore-based Hilleman Laboratories. Health authorities continue to stress that alongside vaccination, early detection, contact tracing, and safe infection prevention measures remain critical to slowing the spread of the virus.
Please stay with us for news on Discovery. We'll be right back.
Are you a university, college, high school, private organization, NGO, individual professor, instructor or facilitator seeking to take advantage of the numerous benefits of online education? Look no further. The AAU eLearn Africa LMS is a great opportunity to begin your journey to online course development and creation for teaching, learning and training purposes. AAU eLearn Africa LMS, which is a partnership between the Association of African Universities and eLearn Africa, has made available ease to use online learning tools to all stakeholders within the educational ecosystem of the African continent. This is to enhance teaching and learning in the bid to expand online learning opportunities for students in Africa. The online platform is open and available for free to all stakeholders and facilitates virtual access to classes without needing the other tools such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, among others. For more information, visit www.elearnafricalms.com or contact us via aaulms@aau.org or estherm@elearnafrica.com. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at AAU eLearn Africa LMS.
Welcome back from the break and now to the Discovery story. NTT Data and Palo Alto Networks have announced a multi-year strategic alliance to help organizations adapt artificial intelligence securely while modernizing cybersecurity and strengthening resilience against emerging threats. The partnership, announced as a global collaboration, targets $1 million in joint business by the end of 2029. It combines Palo Alto Networks' AI-powered cybersecurity platforms with NTT Data's consulting, engineering, and managed services to deliver security solutions across critical industries.
The alliance marks Palo Alto Networks' first strategic partnership of this kind with a global systems integrator. The two companies will jointly develop and deliver solutions that help organizations assess cyber risks, deploy AI securely and continuously improve their security systems. The partnership builds on their existing frontier AI collaboration and combines Palo Alto Networks Unit 42 threat intelligence with NTT Data's cybersecurity expertise, AI governance, and managed services. More than 2,000 certified experts will support the initiative alongside dedicated engineering teams and joint investment in technology development. NTT Data will also receive early access to new Palo Alto Networks platform features, allowing it to accelerate the delivery of AI security services. The initial solutions will target highly regulated and critical sectors, including financial services, healthcare, manufacturing, and the public sector. Key areas will include autonomous security operation centers, AI governance, identity security, zero trust and SASE, resilient cloud systems, and firewall modernization. Palo Alto Networks Chief Executive Officer Nikesh Arora said AI is transforming both business and cybersecurity, making deeper collaboration essential to helping companies modernize without compromising safety. NTT Data Chief Executive Officer and Chief AI Officer Habjidit Dubey said the partnership would combine AI-driven security with industry expertise and global scale to help organizations accelerate AI adoption while responding to evolving cyber threats. NTT Data brings more than 7,500 cybersecurity professionals, over 70 delivery centers, and more than 20 autonomous cyber defense centers to the alliance. The companies say the collaboration will help enterprises deploy AI securely across increasingly complex technology environments.
In sport, Senegal has appointed former Arsenal captain and France international Patrick Vieira as its new head coach, replacing Papithal after the national team's disappointing World Cup campaign. The Senegalese Football Federation confirmed the appointment following an emergency committee meeting, describing it as a strategic move to strengthen the team's technical structure and prepare for upcoming competitions. Vieira, who was born in Dakar, will now lead Senegal into the 2027 African Cup of Nations qualifying campaign.
The 50-year-old takes charge of Senegal for the first time in international management, bringing extensive experience as both a player and coach. Vieira was born in Dakar in 1976 before moving to France at the age of 8. He went on to earn 107 international caps, helping France win the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2000. He became one of Arsenal's most influential players during a 9-year spell at the club, winning 3 Premier League titles and captaining the unbeaten 2003-2004 Invincible team. After retiring, Vieira began his coaching career with New York City FC before managing Nice, Crystal Palace, Strasbourg, and Girona. His appointment comes after Pape Thiaw was dismissed following Senegal's 3-2 extra-time defeat to Belgium in the World Cup round of 32. Vieira also inherits a team dealing with controversy surrounding Senegal's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations title, which was later awarded to Morocco by CAF after Senegal's players and officials left the field during the final. Senegal has appealed that decision to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, with a hearing scheduled for October 8. Vieira's immediate challenge will be to rebuild confidence and prepare the team for the 2027 African Cup of Nations qualifiers, which begin in September. Senegal has been drawn alongside Mozambique, Sudan, and Ethiopia. The federation says the date of Vieira's official presentation and remaining contractual details will be announced later.
In entertainment, Five-time Grammy Award winner Angelique Kidjo had been honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, becoming the first African musician and first Black African to receive the prestigious recognition. The Benin-born singer was celebrated on Hollywood Boulevard for a career spanning more than 4 decades, during which she had promoted African culture and influenced global music through her performances, collaborations, and advocacy.
The honor adds another major milestone to Kidjo's career, which has earned her international recognition for her powerful vocals and contribution to world music. Hollywood Walk of Fame producer Anna Martinez praised the singer's extraordinary artistry and global influence, saying her work has inspired audience across generations and continents. Martinez said the recognition celebrates Kidjo's significant contribution to music and the culture around the world, while marking a historic moment for Africans' representation on the Walk of Fame. The ceremony brought together personalities from the entertainment industry, including Oscar-nominated actor Willem Dafoe and record producer Harvey Mason Jr. Kidjo has described the honor as a milestone not only for herself, but also for African artists seeking recognition on the global stage. She expressed confidence that she would be the first of many African female singers and other artists to receive prestigious honor. Throughout her more than 4-decade career, Kidjo has used music to promote African culture, social causes, and global unity. Her achievements include 5 Grammy Awards and collaboration with leading international artists. The Hollywood Walk of Fame star now further cements her position as one of Africa's most influential music voices and a global ambassador for African culture.
The Nigerian naira has maintained stability against the US dollar, with a gap between the official and parallel market rate remaining relatively narrow following recent gains. Central Bank of Nigeria data show that the naira trading at about 1,346 naira to the dollar on Friday, supported by improved foreign exchange liquidity and stronger external reserves. The development comes as Nigeria continues effort to strengthen the currency and improve stability in the foreign exchange market.
The naira gained about 1 more naira from previous trading session and more than 11 naira over the past week, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria. During Friday's session, the dollar traded between 1,342 and 1,348 naira before settling at around 1,346 naira. In the parallel market, the naira remained at about 1,405 naira to the dollar. This puts the difference between the official and parallel market rates at roughly 58 naira, indicating a relatively narrow gap compared with periods of greater volatility. The currency's recent performance has been supported by improved foreign exchange liquidity and stronger external reserves. Central bank figures shows Nigeria's foreign exchange reserves stood at about $52.66 billion as of August 19. The official exchange rate for Monday had not been released at the time of reporting. However, a separate live market benchmark placed the dollar at about 1,349 naira, close to the official rate. Market analysts continue to monitor the foreign exchange supply and reserve levels as key factors that could influence the naira's performance. Actual exchange rates may vary depending on financial institution, bureau de change, location and size of the transaction.
A federal court in the United States has reportedly overturned a policy suspending immigrant visa for Ghana and 25 other African countries. Judge Jeanette Vegas of the Southern District of New York ruled that the policy was unlawful and the U.S. Secretary of the State Marco Rubio had exceeded his authority in implementing it. The suspension, which took effect on January 21, 2026, had affected applicants from 75 countries over concerns about their potential reliance on the U.S. public welfare program.
The court ruling could restore access to immigrant visas for applicants from the affected countries, although the full implementation of the decision remains subject to further action by U.S. authorities. The policy had instructed U.S. embassies to suspend visa issuance, while the State Department reviewed screening and processing procedures. The affected countries included Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Rwanda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, among others. Countries outside Africa that were also affected included Jamaica, Russia, Iran, Afghanistan, Brazil, Thailand, and many others. The visa suspension was based on concerns that applicants from the listed countries could become dependent on U.S. welfare system. Judge Vargas reportedly found that the policy was unlawful and that Secretary of State Marco Rubio had gone beyond the authority granted to his office. The suspension formed part of a broader immigration crackdown under President Donald Trump, who returned to the White House in January 2025. The Trump administration has pursued stricter immigration and visa policies, including increased screening of applicants from several countries. The latest ruling therefore marks a significant legal change to the administration's immigration measures. For Ghanaian applicants and others affected by the suspension, attention will now turn to how the U.S. government responds to the ruling and whether immigrant visa processing will resume fully. The State Department had not provided a timeline for completing its review of visa screening procedures.
That is all for the Aautv Midweek News. Now a quick look at our top stories. In higher education, Malawi University of Science and Technology launches AI-powered system to boost smart farming. In healthier Congo, received 16,000 Ebola vaccine doses. In business, Naira strengthens as dollar rate remained stable. And international, U.S. court reverses immigrant visa suspension affecting Ghana. Now, thank you for staying with us on the Aautv Midweek News. You can also get interactive with us on our various social media platforms, Association of African Universities on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Jemima, Deladem. Dotsey. Have a nice day.